Hello, my name is Judy. Welcome to the Liberated Multitasker. Today I have 3 no-bake desserts, all delicious. And the best part is, they're only 4 ingredients or less. Super easy. I think you'll love them. Let's get started. So this first dessert we're going to make is called Oreo Delight. And the first ingredient we're going to need is a ½ gallon of vanilla ice cream. Now, these sizes used to be ½ gallon. Now this is 1½ quarts, so we're just going to make this work. You want to let it thaw out and be softened. It looks like mine is. We're just going to scoop this out in the bowl. I may not have gotten a big enough bowl, but we'll find out. Our next ingredient is going to be Cool Whip. Got an 8-ounce container of Cool Whip, and we're going to mix this with our softened ice cream. So let's just mix this up together. I can tell now this bowl is not going to be big enough, so let me get another bowl. Now we're going to mix this up really good. You just want the ice cream and the Cool Whip good and mixed together. Alright, I think that's pretty good. Now I'm going to set this to the side. And our next ingredient is going to be Oreo cookies, but we have to crush them. So I'm going to put them in a Ziploc bag. I think that looks about right. Now we're going to crush them. Now, I could have done that in the Ninja, but sometimes it's just fun to do it with the wooden spoon. Now we're just going to mix all this together really nicely. Let's get it in our pan. Doesn't that look good? Going in the freezer, and as soon as it's frozen, it's ready to serve. So our next dessert is the lemon icebox pie. This recipe is going to make 2 pies. And so the first thing we're going to need is concentrated lemonade. You want it thawed out. I'm just using Great Value from Walmart. We're going to need 2 8-ounce containers of Cool Whip. Here's our second one. And then 2 containers of sweetened condensed milk. And then here's my second one. Now you just want to mix this together. Now, I got this recipe from a friend of mine, and we really love it. If you're not wanting something super sweet, and don't get me wrong, it's sweet, but it has a little tartness to it. And we always just keep ours in the freezer. It sets up good and we can cut it even frozen, and we like it that way. But you can put it in the refrigerator. If it's not setting up, just go ahead and put it in the freezer. It does set up better in the freezer, and then you can pull it out and serve it. Okay, that looks good and mixed. So the next thing we're going to need is Graham Cracker Crusts. This is a 10-inch pie crust, and I'm going to use 2 of these. We're going to pour these into our pie plates. This is a great dessert, super easy to make, just 4 ingredients. I'm going to put the lids on, and I'm going to stick them in the freezer just like this. And I'm personally going to leave them in the freezer until we serve them. I mean, how easy is that? And then we'll come back with our next dessert. This next dessert I call Oreo Delight. This is one I got from a friend as well. And all you need are original Chips Ahoy cookies, a bowl of milk, and Cool Whip. This dessert is light and refreshing. It's not heavy. We start off by dunking our cookies in milk and layering the bottom of our pan. I mean, it really doesn't get any easier than this. There's not even any mixing involved. I have taken this dessert to several family functions, and almost everybody loves it. Sometimes I do break the cookies trying to fill in all the spaces. And I already have some pieces that are broken, so I'm going to use these on the bottom as well. You will want to save just enough cookies to crumble to sprinkle on top. Now you take your Cool Whip to put on top. You're going to need a 16-ounce container of Cool Whip or 2 8-ounces. One layer will be an 8-ounce container. And you want it softened so it will spread. Now we're going to dunk another layer. Now for our last layer of Cool Whip. While I'm waiting on my second bowl of Cool Whip to thaw, I'm going to go ahead and crush up the last of the cookies. Now for the second layer of Cool Whip. You just want to make sure your Cool Whip is good and thawed out so it will spread nicely. I have to say, this is one of the easiest, simplest desserts I have ever made. When making this dessert, you do want to allow for enough time for it to have a couple of hours to chill in the refrigerator before you serve it. We're almost done spreading the Second layer of Cool Whip. Next, crushed cookies. To finish this dessert off, we just sprinkle the crushed cookies on top. It is as simple as that. I want to make sure I get it all evenly covered, cover all the edges. It just makes it pretty. Just about done. And there you have it. 3 simple ingredients, Cookie Delight. This next part is optional. Toffee bits. Who doesn't love those? I had some in my pantry, and so I thought I'd use them, just to add a little extra fun. So there you have it. 3 no-bake desserts, 4 ingredients or less. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I hope to see you soon.